15 years into his autocratic tenure, former Gambian leader Jammeh ordered security forces to conduct a witch-hunting exercise across the Gambia. During the exercise, people were kidnapped, beaten, given concoctions to drink, forced confessions, and this led to some people having everlasting health implications and resulting to several deaths. On Friday 16th, the Women's Association for Victims Empowerment met at the Kairaba Hotel in Senegambia to remind Gambians and the world of Jammeh's brutal human rights violations, particularly to the witch hunt victims.
WAVE, like I said before, does not sideline the men, but we give the women the platform. We want to empower the victims, the women victims. When we look back, women so we are working with the victims in terms of individual and community healing, reconciliation in communities where members of the community pointed out that people, such as the witch hunt victims that were just, that we heard vent their stories. So we are looking at addressing the issue of reconciliation, the issue of accountability, the issue of reparations especially.
Priscilla, co-founder of WAVE, gave account of Jammeh's brutal witch hunt activity.
The documentary speaks of a number of issues, but then it goes through to also help in the healing process, in empowering the victims themselves who have been able to come out and talk about stories. You'll see through the documentary that there are a number of individuals who, for the very first time in their lives really, and even with the TRC process, had not really engaged in being able to talk about issues of such significance to them, and issues that contributed to their psychological trauma and their loss of livelihood, family, ostracization, stigmatization, all the negativities we could talk about. Yet they mustered the courage. They mustered the courage and they came out and talked. And they spoke from the depths of their hearts, and they were able to bring a number of people around them to be able to support them in the process. And in that process as well, they've been able to talk to so many others and so many other victims who have now been able to come out themselves and say, look, we are standing to be counted. We also want our voices to be heard. We will be part of the TRRC process.
A video titled Duty to Remember was played. This video consists victims and families of victims' testimonies on the witch hunt.
Inata moliki nanja. Bari mane ki kula mia long katiko akoita dimina kuba anukuno rimba.
Na balu okono kuman chota me ndi me tambeta nyina
ni sida ninga mira akola ha akwa kanda balo da no Allah taala
dole fata dole be balure dole me fanga nafa dole be siri noli
kile fu dole to en le dumale do chaman
wala ya jamala ko kay ato fanga mu taw nyama do ngaje ko atila symbole moti goro.
WHO Country Coordinator Dr. Desta Tune represented Ms. Sarafine Wakanda, UN Country Representative.
To witness the launch of this important documentary highlighting the plight of a group of victims who suffered untold violations during the administration of former President Jammeh. I therefore extend my sincere appreciation to WAVE for inviting me to attend this prestigious event, which not only allows victims of witch hunt exercise to share their experiences, but provides timely reminder of the need to listen to victims, ensuring their stories are heard far and wide, to enable us to understand the scale of violations they suffered, for comprehensive measures to be adopted to provide redress to victims and prevent recurrence of such atrocities.
WAVE is an organization consisting of victims of Jammeh'S human rights violation. It is formed purposely to give victims space to breathe while they await the TRRC recommendations. Stand on one voice and wipe tears of all victims. They said the organization is open to all. Fatu Kamara reporting for the Fatu Network News Review.